Have you ever wondered what the best stripper out there is? I have two, and so I decided to take my own coffee table and compare 5 of them so that you can see and I can see which is the best overall. Hey guys, today we're going to be comparing 5 different strippers. Now these are very well-known strippers. I'm going to wait until this car passes here. Oh, it's a trash truck, that's perfect. We're going to be comparing these 5 strippers here to see which one tops with the most eco-friendly versus the most effective versus the cleanest versus the easiest thing to get paint and lacquer and everything else off your surfaces. So stay tuned. We're going to be comparing Premium Stripper by Klean Strip, Smart Strip Pro, which I've actually never used before, Kwik Strip. This is our GreenEZ Strip and Clean with their finishing cleanser. Very eco-friendly. And here's another eco-friendly one called Citri Strip. I'm sure you've heard about it. Alright, we're going to get going. The first thing that you're going to need is a paint scraper. Now, if yours looks anything like mine, you can take a sander to it and just clean it up a little bit so that it has a very sharp edge that's even. I'm going to be using painter's tape today to tape off anything I don't want stripped, but I'm also going to be separating it so that you can see which product goes where, so that we can test our methods. You're going to really want some good gloves. Your latex gloves, your natural gloves, like those aren't going to be good. It's going to eat right through that and then you're going to start burning your hands. So these are like hardcore chemical kitchen gloves or work gloves. You can find them at Lowe's. You're going to want to use one of these bristle brushes. They're super cheap. They're made to throw away, and you don't want to use foam because foam will fall apart with all of these. It doesn't matter if it's eco-friendly or not eco-friendly, foam just gets eaten and your brush will kind of just melt onto the table. So you want to get one of these. I'm going to be using a different one for each of these. Alright, and syringe up. This is for Citri Strip and your eco-friendly GreenEZ. The rest of them will be fine, and they've all got different instructions, so I'm going to show you how. I'm going to apply the eco-friendly ones first, and so one thing I forgot, use some goggles. You don't want to get them in your eyes even if they're eco-friendly. Gloves, you still want to use gloves. I don't need to use face protection because I am outside right now. So I'm going to pry it off with a coin. No, use a paint opener. This one takes the longest to put on. It says 3 to 24 hours depending on how many layers it has to go through. It's like a pasty stuff. It doesn't smell. Alright, found my earbud. Next I'm going to apply Citri Strip. And this has to be, after 30 minutes, scrape a small area. Gosh, there we go. I've heard you put this on pretty thick and then you put the saran wrap over it just to help it not dry out before you can scrape it. Smells good. Smells like oranges. First, this does say to give it a little shake. Shake pretty well. Brush. Now, one of the best things about this is that it's non-caustic, so it's not going to burn you. The other ones, the other eco-friendly ones won't either. When you apply this one, this applies more like a gel. You're going to let it down. The back. I'm going to do that back here. I'm going to run it slow because it's like a really really slow moving molasses. There you go. And it self-levels, which is so nice. So right now it's like running into all the low areas, which is great because then you don't like have like this, which is like bloppy over here. The application of it, wow, is so much better. So yeah, it's filling up any low spot that I get. Yeah. All right, that one's done. Our premium strip. This stuff is nasty. If it gets on your hands, it burns, and you need to get it off right away. It also splashes, so I'm gonna put on my other glove. Stuff, you want to be really careful with this. It's also not good for you to breathe. If I wasn't outside, I would absolutely have a mask on. Oh, I'm not even gonna stand close to this. It's a bit runny. It's a little thinner than GreenEZ. Oh, that stinks. Does not smell good. Oh, nope. You gotta wear a mask. This stuff's nasty. It does not self-level. Way too much on there. That's it. All right, that one's done. Just got one more. All right, first thing you notice about the Kwik Strip, I opened up this thing and it's all rusted, nasty. This is a brand. Oh my gosh. Great, and it just fell into the caustic. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. There you go. Not going. Not giving us a good start. Ooh, don't put your face down there. All right, so shake it up. I shook it up. I'm gonna use some cardboard. We are going to. As you can see, this is coming up super fast. So if you want, well, I can't get that close. It smells. All right, I get to transition now to voiceover because I did put on a respirator because that stuff is nasty and I couldn't handle it and I didn't want to, and it's not good for you. So as you can see right here, it's scraping off so easy. Now I had to use so much of this product, and so a lot of people complain that GreenEZ is like so expensive and I can't afford it. No, this stuff is $50 for this whole thing, and you actually have to use a lot of the product. And so if anything, GreenEZ, you saw how less of it I used. It lasts a lot longer and it's eco-friendly and you don't have to wear a respirator. But this stuff does work fast. So if you need a fast stripper and you have all the safety products, you need a full respirator, then use the premium stripper. It does work fast. It's very satisfying to use. It's a nasty stuff and you have to dispose of it properly because it is not eco-friendly. So the product I use after I use a premium stripper is called Afterwash. It's sold separately. And see, the GreenEZ, it all comes in one, but the Afterwash is sold separately. It's about $10 for that little can thing. And I use steel wool. I use a 0 or a 2, something with like a really heavy grit in it. And it just helps scrape off and get off the rest of the gunk. It's almost like a mineral spirits. Now we get to transition over to the Kwik Strip by Klean Strip. It is a spray product, as you could see, and it was not working. Now, I don't know if I didn't put it on thick enough, so you'll see that I gave it a second chance at the end, but that's how much it got off. Like, compared to the premium stripper over there, like this was, was awful. It was like I didn't even put anything on, and I should have had a carbide scraper to scrape all this off. Awful. Next up is our Smart Strip Pro. Now this says it's the premium stripper, it's professional use, all that stuff. Look at what it's getting at. Same thing. I'm giving this a second shot later. I'm thinking maybe I didn't put it on thick enough, maybe I didn't leave it on long enough, so we'll see for the second coat. Our last two is our GreenEZ, and so these I did put on a lot of product, and I put on that saran wrap afterward just to keep it really moist underneath, and you guys look at that. GreenEZ compares to the premium stripper. It's eco-friendly. And if this got on my skin, I'm not running to the sink to get soap on it to wash it off so that it's not burning like acid through my skin. The whole product comes with a finishing cleanser, and so it comes with this spray. It's not like afterwash, so again, you don't have to wear a respirator. And you take the steel wool, you spray that on, you wipe it off, you can take paper towel afterward. But this whole product sells, it's about $65-$70, but you can get 10% off using Kristen Fenig. And so check that out on their website, greenez.com. Yes, I'm an affiliate of theirs, so I am more prone to push this product. However, you can see just as I can see that this worked, but let's see what Citri Strip does next. Alright, so far so good. I think, okay, it stayed pretty moist. I put on a pretty decent amount of this product, but I've never had really good success with Citri Strip, so I was giving it another go by putting on it extra thick. So far, it's not getting off as much as the GreenEZ, but it's working mostly. But here's the thing, I don't have like a product after this that I can clean it off with. I tried the finishing cleanser and I tried the afterwash, and they just don't work the same, and it's just not getting the amount of product off that I want efficiently. I'd have to do a whole nother layer, let it sit for that much longer, put saran wrap over it again, and it's just really messy. So what do you think? What's your comparison right now? And you're gonna see I'm gonna give those two other products the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna put it on extra thick and leave it on extra long. Here's what I got. I'm still scraping that Smart Strip Pro. The Klean Strip, on the other hand, it did get a lot more off, and I could probably spray a third or a fourth coat, but let's talk about efficiency, you guys. Nobody has time for this. We got to get it like working the first time. So as far as bang for your buck goes, I vote GreenEZ every time, and here's the thing. I love premium stripper. In a pinch, I'll grab my jug, I'll put it on, I'll get it off. But if you buy afterwash with the premium stripper, because that's how it's supposed to work, it literally is the same price as GreenEZ. And so I have a 10% off coupon so you can get my product for cheaper. And it's soy-based, so it's eco-friendly, it doesn't burn you, and you can throw that stuff in the trash. So if you're working at home like me, you don't have to specially dispose of it. And so here's what I did with the table afterward. Go check out the video where I showed you how to do the acrylic pour. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you click subscribe and wait till next week.